Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Krissy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video, and if you guys are returning to my channel, thank you guys so much for coming back and supporting me and watching this video. So if you have not read the title, well, today's title is I'm going to be telling you guys my tips and tricks on how to manage work, school, your first job, your second job, all of it, okay? I want to get into details of how I managed to be a full-time student, work a full-time job, which is more than 40 hours a week, and I also had 2 part-time jobs, and yeah, I'm gonna get into it, all of it for you guys, and I want to give you guys all my tips and tricks on how I did it and how it would help you guys if you guys are in the same boat as me. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So before we get started into today's video, I have to introduce you guys to Magic Mind. Thank you so much, Magic Mind, for sponsoring today's video. So guys, I had to tell you guys about this product and literally tell you guys everything why I like this product and why it was so helpful and how it helped me during this chaotic time of my life where I was balancing all these different things. This is the freaking, I don't even want to say it. This is it, okay? This is it. Let me just say that. This product is so freaking amazing because let me read to you guys what it has in it. There are some big vocab words in here and I'm like, girl, I cannot remember that. But let me tell you guys what it does. So it boosts your energy, it increases focus, and it helps you not have such bad anxiety and stress. And obviously to me, that was one thing that I had during that time when I was doing everything. Let me tell you guys a couple products or a couple ingredients that it has in it that I absolutely love. It has matcha, okay? That is my favorite drink ever. I absolutely am a matcha girl. I did mention that in my first Q&A video. If you guys haven't seen, make sure to go check that out. But I did mention how much I love matcha, and they have matcha in this freaking shot, okay? Let me just say that. They have lion's mane mushrooms, and that helps increase your focus. This is literally a herb supplement, so that's what I absolutely love about it too. It's all natural and it's all literally clean. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. Thank you, Magic Mind, for sponsoring today's video. I'm also going to leave a discount code down below for you guys to use so you guys can check it out and let me know how you guys like it, as well as their website and all the other key ingredients that I love about it down below, because your girl cannot pronounce them. But I want to let you guys know about this product, and I hope you guys try it out. And if you guys do, make sure to let me know, and make sure to let me know how you guys love it and how it's helped you. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. So I've gotten asked so many times, and even by my friends, Krissy, how do you manage to do all of it? How do you manage everything? Okay, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna show you guys and tell you guys my tips and tricks of how I do it. Sorry, Mom, let me adjust myself, and how I manage everything. So if you're new here, let me go ahead and give you guys a little backstory. So I was a full-time student. I just recently graduated. I was working a full-time job, meaning, guys, I was not just working 40 hours a week. I was probably working about 60 hours a week. So I never stopped, okay? I would go into work, but I also worked evenings and sometimes on the weekends from my phone. So I was doing that, and it's my full-time job, so that's how I support myself and how I pay my bills. I was also doing my Instagram, I was doing my YouTube, and I was also just recently got a part-time job helping a small business with their marketing and their advertising and stuff. They're basically helping them with their social media. So it's been a lot, guys, and I was also managing a relationship. Well, maintaining a relationship, maintaining being a dog mom, maintaining myself, maintaining being able to be hang out with family and enjoying myself, enjoying myself, and just everything, just everyday life things. So I'm gonna tell you guys today how I did it, because I look back on it and I'm like, girl, how did you do that? How did you manage to do all of it? And it's just crazy to me because I did it, obviously. I mean, I got school done and I did it all. So let me tell you guys how an average day for me goes, okay? So Monday through Sunday, okay, I'll go day by day. Well, I guess, yeah, I'd go day by day, but usually my Monday through Fridays look the same. So I would start Mondays, I start my day off at 6 a.m. I get ready for work. I head out the door by 7. I will usually sometimes stop for coffee, sometimes not, just depending on how I feel or if I'm taking my shot. And then I'd get to work by 7:30. So I would start that. I'd be at work from 7:30 to 3:30, okay? And we're talking about my full-time job. So this is the job that like where I like make my income to support like myself and like pay my bills. So I would work from 7:30 to 3:30. I would get off at 3:30. I would head right home. I would start looking at emails and posts and doing all of that fun stuff. Emails as far as like my Instagram emails and just like brands that want to collab and just responding back to emails and just like doing all of that fun stuff. So I would start off with my stuff, which would be like my Instagram, like my YouTube and anything like that that I need to do for it. Then I would get on to getting my content together for that week for the small business that hired me to do like their social media stuff. So I would start doing that. So I'd start planning out the week of what I wanted to post and what I needed to do that week for that company. And then after that, that would take some time just because it is a little bit more time consuming because I have to like plan out more content. Like it's not just like selfies and like stuff like that, like it's product content. So I would do that. Then I'd probably start that. So let's be realistic. I'd get home about 3:30. I would start like doing my stuff like around 4-ish because I like to hang out with the dogs for a bit. And then I would start doing my stuff from like 4 to 5. And then I would do their stuff from like 5 to let's say like 5:30-ish, 6-ish, just depending on how long my stuff took me. And then I would get right into getting dinner done. So my boyfriend would come home, I would start dinner. So dinner would take me about another hour. So then I would do dinner from like, let's say he gets home like at 6. So when he gets home, we like to just like chill and like just talk about our day and just stuff like that. So I would start dinner about 7, right? I would do dinner from like 7 to 8, and then after I would make sure like the dishes and everything's done. By the time that happens, it's about 8:30. And then, yeah, then I get back onto my phone and I start looking at new content and new stuff that I want to do for my social media. So I typically do that like right after I get off work too. It just depends. It just varies, I guess. But I usually end the night like just trying to plan out content and post and just like things that I need to do for my Instagram. So it just depends. I'll focus on one when I get off work and then the other I'll focus on later. So that's basically like it. So it just depends, like I said. Then I would be on doing that for about another like 30-40 minutes. Then it's already time to go to bed. I would shower, brush my teeth, wash my face, like do all that fun stuff, hang out with the dogs a little bit because I feel bad because they are like alone throughout the day. My boyfriend would come home from the gym, he would eat dinner, and then we would hang out for a bit. And that's when I like don't do anything with work, right? So I try not to, and I kind of just like spend time with him and spend time with our dogs. So by that time it's like already 10 o'clock. And then yeah, and then it's time to go to bed and Tuesday all over again. So that's typically how my weekdays go. I do only work on Fridays like half a day. So Fridays are but like a little bit different. I start my day at 7:30. I get off of work at 12, and then after that I do start like my like self-care stuff, like my eyelash appointments, my therapy appointments, my nail appointments. So I try to schedule those on Fridays just because I have more time like during the day to do that, because in the evenings on the weekdays it is a little bit harder. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on, but it varies. And then there's some weekdays where I will go to the small business and start making like creating content for them. So putting like oh my god, I can't even think, taking pictures and like doing all that stuff. So I will take one day out of the week to do that. It just varies on what day. I've typically been doing Wednesdays, and sometimes the weekends. It just depends, like I said, on what's going on with like my week that week. So Saturdays and Sundays are a little bit more hectic. Saturdays are straight content making. So it is straight making videos on Instagram and videos on here, creating content that I need to make for brands, like collabs, like whatever it is. So Saturdays are strictly for content. And then Saturday nights and Friday nights, it just varies. Sometimes we'll just stay at home and just relax. He'll play his game and I'll just do more work, edit videos, whatever the case is. And then Sundays are mainly like a family day, I want to say. That's when him and I go grocery shopping to like Trader Joe's, and we just do like our errands together, and we kind of spend time together more because he's off and I'm off. And then sometimes he'll have soccer games. So yeah, that's basically how my week goes. And as far when I was in school, I also had to manage that. So school like days for me were Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? Those were my school days. So I actually forgot. I'm like, wait, I forgot I was in school. I've only been out for a week, but I forgot. I'm like, yes, I still had to manage school as well. So typically that would how the days would go, but Wednesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays were strictly for school because that's when I had stuff due. So yeah, that is like my whole schedule. Is probably like everywhere, but I wanted to give you guys like a little idea of how my weekdays go. So Monday through Friday, full-time job, part-time job, social media job, all through the week, and then school throughout the week, and then Saturdays and Sundays I'm working too. So I never stop working, but I enjoy it, I love it, and yeah, I'm really happy and I'm really excited to keep doing what I'm doing and seeing where it goes. So my tips for you guys. So I have a couple of little ideas of like how, not ideas, but like tips and tricks that I did to stay focused and just kind of, where are my notes? Okay, I found it. Just some tips that I had put down on how I managed it all. So one thing is to be organized, okay? I cannot say this enough. You have to be organized if you have so much going on, especially with like school, work, part-time, full-time job, whatever the case is. You have to be organized. So what I would do is I would plan out my weeks and my content, like everything on Mondays, okay? Mondays were my days where I was like, I have to plan out everything. Monday's a plan out day for the week. It sets my week and how I'm gonna like get all my stuff done throughout that week. So I would plan like my school, my assignments, I would plan my content, like I said, I would plan the small business content. So Mondays were dedicated to just planning and kind of just like a reset. I typically would like to rather do my resets on Sundays, but I stopped doing that just because my boyfriend and I were home at the same time, and I just felt like it wasn't fair that I was like working and not like hanging out with him. So I stopped doing that, but I would do like resets like on Mondays for me, which would kind of suck because I'd rather it be a Sunday. But Mondays are my reset days. Mondays set the tone for the week. It is how I manage to get everything done. So stay organized, guys. If you are in school and you are in a full-time job, part-time job, you have 3 jobs, 2 jobs, whatever the case is, stay organized. Plan out your week, because I promise you, when you plan out your week goes so much more smoother and it just makes everything so easy. So I would have like my little book, my journal, I guess you could say, like my planner, and I would plan out day by day. So an example would be Tuesday, I have to make content for Frankie Rose. Tuesday, I have to blah 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 for this for the small business. I would have to post this for the small business on Tuesday. I would have to do a discussion post. Whatever the case was, like that day, I would plan it out accordingly to that day, if that makes sense. So every day had something different and something different that I had to do. Typically with school, it was very set in stone. I already knew like in my head what had to be done. So with school, like Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays were strictly school. So Wednesdays I would have discussion posts due, and I would have replies due Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then my big assignment for the week was due on Sundays. So I already knew like how my week would, like I was already so used to like planning it out and like getting in the groove of it that I already knew. But I still would plan it and I still would put it in my planner. So yeah, kind of rambled a little bit, but I can't say that enough, guys. Stay organized, stay completely organized, and just plan out everything. It makes so much easier to like get through your week, and it's just so much more convenient. How I managed everything else was, honestly, I was just so driven, guys. I was just so like, how would I say this? I was just so determined. Like I was just so like, no, like I have to get this done. Like I have to do it. and I just honestly was just so focused. Like, it sucked there for a while. Like, now that I just finished school, like the last month, I really haven't had a social life with like friends and stuff. And managing that too, like hanging out with like friends and family, like that was a huge thing for me too, and something that I like honestly like kind of regretted taking on more, just because I like lacked that part. And like, I know it's like you got to spend time with your friends and family because that's what means the most, and I wasn't doing that, and that's like bad on my end. But I started to manage it well enough to where I was able to do that. So I would put myself at least one weekend out of the month and I would not work at all, and I kind of would just spend time with friends and spend time with family and do things like with people and just people who I love and stuff. And that was something that I had to learn, and I learned that the hard way, because I was like, I'm not paying attention to what matters most. Like, I'm like have so much on my plate that I'm not like paying attention like to what matters and what I should be doing and paying attention to. Like, life is so short, you know. So I got in a better like groove and a better schedule of doing that stuff. So like I said, one weekend out of the month I would absolutely do nothing on that Saturday, and I would just spend time with friends, family, whatever the case is. And then Sundays were obviously for me and him, for my boyfriend. So that was like every Sunday though. So yeah, I definitely have to say that is key. Do not overwork yourself, and do not do too much where you lose track of that stuff and like doing things that like matter the most. That's my biggest advice. Like, I know it's like one of those things where you want to like, everyone wants to be successful, right? Like, everybody wants to be successful in life. They want more for themselves. Like, they don't want to settle. And that's the type of person I am. Like, I'm always thinking about my next move, okay? I'm always thinking about, what am I gonna do next? How am I gonna get another source of income coming in? What am I gonna do next? Like, what's gonna make my life better? Because I want more for myself. I want more, and there's nothing wrong with that. And like, you guys should too. You should never settle, because there's always more and there's always better that you can do to improve. And just make your life so much better. But that's just how I am. I've just always been very like hard working. I've always been driven, and I've always wanted to be successful, and I don't want to live just, how to say this, like an average life. Like, I just want more. One thing that I learned like during this process is you have to do it for yourself. Like, no one is gonna get it done for you. No one's gonna do it for you. Like, you have to do it. And I think that's where it's like hard for some, is because they feel so overwhelmed and they feel like it's too much. And don't get me wrong, I had my days where I just felt like, oh my gosh, Krissy, like, I need to catch a break. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm just so busy. And I would sit back and I'm like, okay, just relax. Like, you can figure this out. We'll get it done. And I would always tell myself that, like, just keep going. Like, you're doing so good. Like, you got this. And I always would tell myself and remind myself, like, I'm doing this for a reason. And this reason is all this hard work is going to pay off. So I just kept going. And yeah, that's basically like how it was when I was doing everything. So school, work, everything. And it's just so crazy. I don't know how I handled it all, but I did, like I said. And it's so amazing to finally be done with school. Like, I'm so freaking happy, guys. It was like a weight just like lifted off my shoulder, and now I'm just like, I'm free. I have so much time to just do so much more things and just everything, to be honest with you. I feel like free. I know I just said that, but I feel free. Like, it's so nice to have one less thing to worry about. And it's like, okay, what am I gonna do next though? Like, what is going on now that I'm done with school? And that's kind of what I wanted to get into with this video too, like give you guys some tips and stuff. Like I said, stay organized, stay focused, do not lose sight of what you're doing, and just remember that there's a reason why you're doing it and why you have set your mind to it, and you will get it done. My third tip for you guys is take care of yourselves. I am so big on this, because if you're not taking care of yourselves, you will not be able to have the motivation, the energy, and everything else to be able to get this stuff done, okay? Just sometimes if you have to take a breather and you have to take a break, there is nothing wrong with that. I have done that so many times where I'm like, okay, you know what, instead of editing a YouTube video tonight, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna take a bath, like whatever you like to do to calm yourself and get your head like in a really good like headspace where you're not stressed, you're not like having anxiety attacks or anything like that. Take care of yourself. And the best thing that I would do to take care of myself was to sit down, watch a movie, or like just relax, honestly, or even going to sleep earlier. Like that was like my thing, is I love to go to sleep earlier than what I usually did, and I got like more sleep, so I had so much more energy for the next day. But my biggest thing was, yes, you have to take care of yourself, guys. That's my biggest tip. Like if you don't take care of yourself, like I said, you're not gonna have the energy and the motivation and all of that to be able to get everything done that you have to do and manage everything else. So take a bath, go get your nails done, go get your hair done. Like those are the appointments that I will look forward to, because I would just be there. I'm like, yes, I'm just relaxing. Every eyelash appointment, I fall asleep. That's like my little quick nap, and that's my little motivation nap, because when I wake up, I'm like, all right, let's go. Like I'm ready. But take care of yourself, guys. Take care of your bodies, take care of your health, take care of your mind. Do all that, because like I said, if you don't, you will not be able to do everything, and you will just be stressed. You'll have anxiety, you'll go into a really bad phase that you don't want to go into, and that is obviously can be very scary, because if you put too much on yourself, then you start going through like anxiety attacks, and you can go through depression, and that's just not okay at all. So sometimes take a couple steps back, relax, and just focus on what you want, like need to in the moment, and what you want to do in that moment. And if your body's telling you to rest, okay? If you want to lay down, just lay down. Like do not do more than what your body is telling you to do, because your body is how it communicates with you. It communicates with your brain. And if your body's saying, girl, go lay down for at least 10 minutes, go do that, okay? And I did that a lot. There's times too, I'll be straight up with you guys. There's times where I'd be like on Sundays doing homework, and I'm like, my body just needs to rest. I just want to lay down. If I submit a couple assignments late, it's fine, right? I got it done. But don't take my advice. Do not take that advice. Get it done ahead of time, because then you obviously get docked points. But there's times where I did. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's times where I'm just like, I'm not editing this YouTube video tonight because I'm tired and I want to lay down. Or I'm not gonna submit this assignment tonight because I'm tired and I'll submit it tomorrow. I know that's not the mindset to have for everything, but sometimes you just have to. Like, life is hard, okay? Life is stressful, like dealing with everything. But I feel like I'm not the only one that's done that though, right? Well, there's probably a bunch of you guys on here too that have went to school and have like submitted some assignments late. If you haven't, I'm all props to you, because there's just times where I'm like, I just need a break. I need a break. So I'm super thankful and just so excited to be done with school, because now I get to focus on a lot more and do a lot more. So yeah, I hope that these tips and tricks helped you guys. Give you guys some like ideas and basically help you guys understand like how I did it. And let me just say, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. I'm cheering you on over here. You got this. Stay focused, stay determined, stay literally organized, okay? I'm gonna say that again. Stay organized, guys, and you will achieve everything that you put your mind to. So let me just say that. Anything you set your mind to and you want it, go get it, okay? Let me just say that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't know why I did both hands, but make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on this journey of mine, and I have a bunch of videos coming your guys' way, so stay tuned. I'm not gonna promise you guys, but I am trying to post twice a week again now that school is lifted off my shoulders. And stay consistent, because your girl is determined right now. I am trying to grow both of my platforms, well, all of my platforms right now, and that is my goal now. So if you guys are wondering what it's like after school and what I'm trying to do and what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing. I am trying to help small businesses grow their platforms as well. That's one of the goals of mine. And 2 is to grow my platforms myself. So yeah, that's basically what is going on. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.